We've got some, I'm going to call them troubling signs in the housing industry, the housing market, I should say. New mortgages, the number of new mortgages written now falling to a 14-year low. Jason Meister is with us. He knows a thing or two about the real estate market. He's in it. Jason, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I am told that this lack of mortgage origination, as it's called, is because it's very hard to qualify for a loan. That's youngsters, right. Tough to get into it. Is that accurate?
It is. First-time home buyers are having trouble qualifying for loans. But I think there's another factor here. I think there's a lot of cash buyers, all cash investors that are buying up homes, and the mortgages are not, they don't need to apply for a mortgage because they're buying all cash.
I thought that trend was over. I mean, that was right after the housing crash. I mean, big-time investors stepped in to pick up the absolute bargain with cash. But you're saying that's still happening? Well,
Stuart, you're right. Blackstone and a lot of institutional buyers have been pulling back. But I'm talking about investors, you know, individual investors. They are still buying homes. And overseas buyers, at least in New York City, represented 40% of the buyers.
40%?
40%. Chinese, Russians, Brazilians.
Is that just Manhattan, the apartment market, or is this greater New York?
That's the greater New York area.
40% were foreigners?
40% of the buying pool
Makes
were
me feel
foreigners.
almost guilty with a voice like this.
But they don't need mortgages.
That's true. That's right.
So that would make sense why applications are down. People aren't qualifying. There's all cash buyers, and there's also foreign buyers.
Wait a second. Would I be right in saying that if I'm a youngster, 20 or 30 something, I want to buy my first house, is it true to say that I've got to have 20% down, I've got to prove that I've got solid income,
that's right,
and I've got to have a credit score, I believe, above 720. I've got to meet all three of that lot, right?
That's correct. And part of the problem is that you have student loans coming due. And a lot of students have, you know, that are going into the job market. It's a tough time out there. There's still about 13% real unemployment. Yeah. And it's a tough place to be if you're looking for a mortgage.
Do you see any signs that the authorities would allow a slackening, a relaxing of the credit standards required for a mortgage?
As of right now, I'm not seeing that personally. I see lenders are being much more restrictive than the past. But, you know, we'll see as time goes on.
Yes, we will, but it doesn't look grim. It looks, I think, a little grim, quite frankly.
I agree with you.
I wouldn't want to be 20 or 30-something trying to buy my first home.
It's a tough time to buy a home.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, thanks very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We do appreciate you coming. Thanks a lot,
Stuart.